Uh, so we're the Cyclone Cougars. Great name. Um, but so our product is the Blijax-StockBot. I'll let Isaac tell you more about it.
So our motivations behind Blijax-StockBot was to create an algorithm that would benefit those who are just entering the stock market and don't have much experience with trading stocks. This way we can help people save time and money from hiring a financial officer while still maintaining a profit. And again, it's just assisting people in buying stocks. Jackson with problem and solution.
The problem we were trying to solve with this, with our product, is the stock market is difficult to navigate nowadays. With constantly changing stock prices, many people could utilize help and advice for the stock market, but this help can often be expensive. Our solution to this problem was to create an AI that can accurately predict whether certain stocks go up or down, helping people manage their stocks in a profitable manner. And I'll hand this over to.
Yeah, so our product will predict the trend of the day based on the stock. Will predict the trend of the stock market based on the news of the day. Based on the data, our product will help customers understand the stock market better, allowing better financial decisions. In addition, our product provides us advice on purchasing stocks using a virtual assistant that customers can chat with. And I'll hand it off to Blake to talk about our tech stack.
Okay, so here's our tech stack. Firstly, in this project, we use Python for the backend. For the front end, we use JavaScript and VS Code. And finally, we use Git for the management of our code. The libraries used for the front end were React, Tailwind, and NPM. As for the backend, we use Django, LangChain, and OpenAI's API. Meet our team. So on the front end team, we had Sophia and Jackson. For the back end team, we had me, Isaac, and Aaron. And then our coach mentor was Xingyu.
Our product had two main sections. First, a dashboard and then a chatbot. Sorry. For our dashboard, we had the latest stock measures that would be constantly updating from Yahoo, which would allow people to access the data predictions and see what we're making our predictions based off of. The chatbot is capable of responding to questions about, including but not limited to stocks, and it can also summarize information from links. And now a demonstration by Aaron.
Okay, so this is our page. This is our about page, and it talks a little bit about us and our product. This is our dashboard. So these are all little widgets that show real-time analytics about the stock market. And these widgets were from TradingView and to our StockBot. So like mentioned before, the backend was using LangChain. So, and we use GPT-4 for our model. So we can say, and we have personalized responses. So we can ask, who are you? I added, that was an accident. But it'll think and it knows who it is. His name is Blijax and it's a personal assistant, and it adds some emojis in there sometimes. And we can ask, what can you do? And so it gives a list of its capabilities. And so one of them would be, I don't know, explaining financial terms and concepts, right? So for example, you didn't know, well, let's say what a future was on the dashboard page. So you can ask, what is a future in stocks? And it gives its definition. And now to the stock related stuff, we can ask, should I buy, anyone want to give a stock? Okay, cool. Should I buy Apple stock? And this is powered, so using the Yahoo Finance API, our bot makes a prediction. And so it returns the stock price and if it's recommended to buy. And we can also ask it for the latest news on the company. So I don't know, let's say like Tesla. And this is in the background, it's using a news API to first gather the URL of a source. And then we use the Selenium URL loader to load the HTML of that page. And we fed it into a vector store, which then we can query data from. And this takes a little bit. So just bear with me for a second.
Also, Blake, do you want to talk about how you implemented this part?
Oh yeah. So what I did was built a QA system for this, and so when it does, it scrapes the URL or scrapes a URL that's given to it or data that's given to it, which is then put into a vector store, and then that vector store is just all our data that allows GPT-4 to summarize the data and then give a response. The only downside to it is it does take a while.
Selenium URL loader is a little bit slow, but just bear with it for a second.
Maybe Aaron, you can show the VS Code terminal just to see like, yeah.
This is where it's scraping the data. It shows its stop process, so it knows which function to call using the OpenAI function. And this is all Selenium URL loader trying to scrape the web page.
Yep.
And it'll return a response in a second. It wasn't this slow when I was testing.
Yeah, maybe try it again. Sometimes
I think
if you want to refresh. Yep. Maybe Aaron, you can try to refresh. Yeah. Sometimes like the API is a bit slow. Yeah.
So we use the Django REST framework for our backend. Reloading, so we can ask what's and here's the stop process.
Yep, it determines
URL.
Yep.
And now it's going to scrape this URL and then feed it into the QA system. Maybe we can continue the presentation while it's doing this, and then I'll share at the end.
Yep. Isaac, you want to reshare the screen?
Yeah, sorry, I forgot there was the last slide. I closed it right before. Wait, where did the slideshow go? Okay, wait, where's that?
I think that's a different slideshow, but
I
the last slide.
have the slideshow up. I think if you want to stop sharing, I can share real quick.
Yep.
Also, we were able to return a response from the API. So here's the news. And it's talking about how Tesla used to be super cool, but now it's super common and it's not going great for them.
Yep. Aaron, you want to try Amazon?
Amazon?
Yep.
Okay, and while that's going, I guess we can finish our presentation. So here's a screenshot of some example responses from some earlier testing. And someone wants to talk about improvements.
For the improvements that we're planning on making the future, we're first of all planning on improving the speed of the response of the StockBot, because as you can see, it's pretty slow sometimes. And we want it capable of making a more detailed analysis on the information it presents.
And that's the last slide. Thank you for listening.